You know, it's interesting being here in Laguna Beach at the Montage. Not that busy. This place is usually extremely busy, and it's late in the week, and it's surprisingly not very busy. What's also very interesting about the Montage is it's owned by the Chinese government. So this is what China's doing here in America, buying a lot of real estate, resorts, farmland, acreage, pig farms, ranches, and again, 5-star resorts like this one. Dan and I are just walking through the Montage here. Again, it does not look like the Montage of a couple years ago, I can tell you that. This place is a ghost town. But a lot of that foreign money is not flowing in here like it once did, so that's for certain. Dan was reading an article today that 1/3 of people in the leisure and hospitality industry say they're not returning to work until they get more money and a better work environment. I don't know, the work environment,
don't forget that.
Yeah,
so.
The work environment here looks pretty nice. I don't know what they pay, but
Great to work here.
yeah, it'd be a good job, wouldn't it? Maybe we can get a job here.
How about the outdoor yoga class?
Yeah. You know, you mentioned that there's a yoga class here, and look, I'm glad people are getting into shape. But you know, as we walk through the Montage here, it's like a ghost town today, and hopefully, you know, it gets busier. But yeah, here's a question I wanted to ask you. You know, I look at the people, we walk by people, and I wonder, are any of these people awake to what's going on? Do any of these people pay attention? Do any of these people know what is happening and what is about to happen?
Around this hotel, I think most of them are the 1%ers that don't have cares like that. So that's why this place is as barren as it is right now. It's just not what it normally is. It's not as packed as it normally is, and you're seeing it all over the place.
You know, that's amazing. As I'm walking here and getting hit by this old lady. You bring out a good point. Where's the 1%? They're not here today. And it's the 1% who pull back the reins on the money sometimes, right? Yeah, they're buying the Ferraris and Lambos, but they buy those cars more as investments than anything, right? But maybe they're not spending. Maybe they're not spending the money like they once did coming to places like the Montage.
Yeah.
You know, it's the average American consumer who will go out, buy the big screen TV, they'll go out, buy the used car, finance it for 7 years, you know, $2,000 down. That's what the average American does. But the 1%, see, they think a lot different, and that's why they're the 1%. That's why they're wealthy, because they go, hey, you know what, maybe we're not gonna get a $10,000 a night villa over here at the Montage. Maybe we're not gonna spend $1,200 on a room. Maybe we'll just stay where we're at. And that's a really good point, Dan. The 1% doesn't seem to be here. Can you talk about that?
You know what? I am shocked. The times I've been here, guys, it has always been packed. The restaurant's been packed. There's nobody at the restaurant. Nobody eating breakfast. Nobody out here. They're not getting ready for lunch. It's just barren. It's just a shell of what it once was.
So is the 1% pulling back?
They must be. It's got to be that, because I cannot believe that we're not seeing a resort as beautiful as this in the high season, and this place is empty.
South Coast Plaza, would we see the same thing?
Oh, absolutely. It's complete. The last 2 times I was there, that's one of the premier shopping centers here in Southern California.
In the world.
And it's just, it's a shell of what it once was.
You know, that says something right there. If they're not out shopping, if they're not at Fashion Island, if they're not at South Coast Plaza, they're not at the Montage, where are they? Yeah. What are they doing? They're smart, ladies and gentlemen. This is why the 1% is wealthy. They're more sophisticated, more savvy. They understand what's happening in the economy. They understand economics. They understand money. where the average American, again, is out buying big screens, buying Nikes, showing it all over social media, putting everything on a credit card, spending the stimulus check on cryptocurrencies, spending the stimulus check on a down payment on a car, now a car that they're not going to be able to pay off. The repo man is coming for them. But that's the difference between the 1% and wealth and the average American who is completely unsophisticated, unsavvy when it comes to money, and cannot stop spending.
Yeah, so it's, again, you're going to see a lot of changes. They're going to happen real quick. The news media is not going to say, oh, this trouble is going to happen. You're going to see this problem start to happen more and more overnight. And the Wells Fargo situation, the certain international countries that are limiting Bitcoin, you're going to see a lot of change.
Russia. Let's talk about Russia now having an issue with cryptos.
Yeah, Russia, Igor Krasnov is a man in Russia who runs one of their finance ministries. They're drafting a plan on how they can seize Bitcoin. And it's crazy. It's if they feel that you earn the money through ill-gotten gains, illegal means, or deviant income, which I still don't, I want to know what deviant income is, they can seize your Bitcoin.
That's just an excuse to seize your money.
Yeah.
So and everybody goes, oh, they can't touch Bitcoin, they can't find it, they can't seize it, it's safe. You listen, anything on the internet they know about, they can seize it, they can take it, they can read it, they know it.
They also say this is something that there's so much illegal activity going on with Bitcoin that they want to stop it, and the only way to stop it is to seize it if they think you're doing illegal activity with it. Now, you're going to say, oh, that's crazy Russia. Well, when's that going to happen? China's starting to limit it. You're starting to see it limited in so many different places. So get ready for it.
And if you think that the big bad Fed here is going to have competition, you're sadly mistaken. And look, this isn't, gold versus Bitcoin, because there is no comparison. There is none. Gold has been here for over 5,000 years. It is God's money. It is the only real money on planet Earth. There is no competition. There is no comparison. Look, for these people out there that just believe that Bitcoin is going to $1 million, that it can't be touched, they're coming. And they're going to wreck these cryptos, and you can believe it, not believe it. The Federal Reserve, the central banks across the globe, are just not going to allow the competition, and so they're going to use excuses like that to say that these are illicit reasons that these cryptos are being used, that it's illegal activity. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, doesn't matter. They're coming for it because they don't want the competition. So I'm going to wrap it up with this. We're leaving Laguna Beach, going to go grab some lunch. But as I sit here with Dan Golka, and we're driving through Laguna, and I spent a lot of time in Laguna Beach back in the day as I lived right in this area many years ago. I cannot believe how many retailers and restaurants are gone. The White House, if you know Laguna, the White House was a landmark, and it's been closed for years. The place has been closed for years, and I look at so many of the small retailers, the small mom and pop restaurants, they're gone, permanently shuttered here in Laguna Beach. This is, when you talk about wealth, we're still passing office buildings now that are closed. Yeah, just big office buildings closed up. Mom and pop restaurants, small retailers. It's
all the Chinese restaurants open, but all that stuff,
it's all closed. Right, unbelievable. Dan, anything you want to close with?
No, I just, guys, we're supposed to be bouncing back. The economy's supposed to be fantastic, but guys, we're not seeing that. Why is it that there's so much office space? Yeah. There's so much retail space. if you are in that business and you're looking for something and you're not getting the deal of a lifetime right now, you're only doing harm to your business and yourself. If you can get out of your lease, do it. Get out of it right now, because if you can work remotely and you don't need it, do what you can do to get out of it right now, because there's going to be so many deals. And again, the real estate, the retail real estate and the office space is going to drive down the residential real estate. People can say that one has nothing to do with the other. Somebody's got to own these properties that are vacant. Someone's got to be paying the mortgage on these buildings. Someone's got to be paying the electric bill, the light bill, and all this stuff. And it's going to have a huge consequences are going to come.
Well, and here's the connection, Dan. Those businesses that are all closed, those people own homes.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're not going to be owning those homes. They're not going to be able to pay the mortgage. Those are the people in forbearance. That small restaurant, that small retailer, that office building, those people aren't going to work anymore. Those businesses are gone, closed. And those people that once worked there had mortgages. They're not going to pay them. They're going to have to fire sale those houses. And hopefully this market does not correct or collapse before they come to that point. The worst case scenario is those people go, oh, well, we'll just sell the house, pay off the mortgage, pay the closing costs, pay any debt we have, and we're scot-free. Well, you are until the housing market corrects.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you got a big problem. Now you're upside down and you got a lot of debt, and now you cannot even give that house away. So anyways, as we leave Laguna, it's still one of the most beautiful cities in Orange County, in my opinion. I love it. I've had nothing but great memories in Laguna, a great town. Sad to see so many small businesses closing. Dan.
But this is the point, is these resort towns, when you see one of the premier hotels on the planet Earth that has nobody there, and you see residential retail like Laguna Beach. Now remember, I filmed Laguna Beach 2 months ago. It's gotten so much worse in 2 months' time. It's unbelievable, the dozens of more locations and restaurants that have closed. Guys, it's getting worse. And, you know, I know you're going to say on his video and on my video, you're going to say, oh, things are great in my town. We're not seeing this. No, this is a problem, guys. And it's only getting worse, and you need to prepare yourself for it. Get ready.
I agree 100% with Dan. Again, this is just a barometer, just checking the temperature of a motor that's overheating. When you see the montage, as dead as it is, when you see the amount of small business in Laguna that is closed forever, that's telling me, it's telling all of you, something's very, very wrong. Remember, this is one of the most affluent areas in Southern California. I mean, this is right there with Beverly Hills.
Oh,
okay?
absolutely.
This is the 1% right here, and this town is struggling. That should tell you something. What do you think is happening in most of America now? If this can happen in Laguna Beach, ladies and gentlemen, it can happen anywhere in America. Please like this video, share this video. If you're not subscribed, you need to subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit that bell notification so that you are alerted with the newest video. Share this video with everyone you know, you don't know. Blast it all over social media. God bless every one of you. Talk to all of you very soon.